Hey everyone, I'm going to do a quick energy check-in for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. These are Divine Masculine and Divine Feminines who are in a three-party situation where there is a karmic involved. So let's go ahead and get started and see what the current energy is for Divine Masculine. What is the current energy for Divine Masculine at this time, Spirit? What is the current energy for Divine Masculine in a three-party situation? Current energy for Divine Masculine in a three-party situation, Spirit. Divine Masculine in a three-party situation. One more card, Spirit. One more card for Divine Masculine in a three-party situation. One more card, Spirit. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and pull for Divine Feminine. Current energy for Divine Feminine in a three-party situation. Divine Feminine, three-party situation. Okay, so for Divine Masculine, what we have is the first card that did come out was the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is, you know, it is the trickery card. It is, the deception card. Okay, it's, withholding information or being sneaky. Okay, but the thing is that he's not being sneaky with Divine Feminine. He's actually being sneaky with the karmic, because this is actually my karmic card. Anytime that I'm reading, three-party situations, this is my karmic card. So this is telling me that, he has some truths that he is not speaking to the karmic about, and it has to do with the fact that he basically wants to be free and single, you know. He wants to be free and single, okay, and he's not letting the karmic know. All right. We do have the Three of Cups, okay. So what this deception is about is the fact that he wants to be free. But not only does he want to be free, but he wants to be able to be free from the karmic with all his pentacles, because the nine of pentacles is about freedom, but also being able to enjoy the spoils of life, okay. So this divine masculine is wanting to he's wanting to be single, but he's wanting to be single and to be able to be out of this karmic situation with his money, okay. That's exactly what this is saying. You know, so he's not exactly telling the karmic, all right. So the karmic is showing up, okay. The Queen of Pentacles. This is, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is, you know, somebody who, you know, in some cases, some divine masculines, you know, stay with the karmic because, you know, because of the finances, because of the physical world, okay. And this is why this is always my karmic card, because the Queen of Pentacles is about the physical world, right? Where the divine feminine would be either the Queen of Cups, because that's where the love and emotions are, or the Queen of Wands, because that's where the fire and passion is, right? So this is why this is my karmic card, because this is about the physical world, you know, the person that you know, the divine masculine, you know, lives his life with, okay. But he's wanting to be free, okay. But he's wanting to be free with his money. He wants to be able to be free, get away from this situation, free and clear with his money, okay. And so, you know, he's not exactly telling her about that. And so some divine masculines are, you know, seeing divine feminine on the side, right? Spending time with her. This is not for all of you. So for those who are not in communication, this is just basically saying that, you know, he wants to be free. He wants to be free from the karmic, okay? And he's not, you know, exactly telling her. He's withholding this information. He's being sneaky about it, and he's not telling her, okay? So, you know, but we do have the Three of Cups showing up, you know, to say that, you know, he has emotions for a third party, clearly that being the divine feminine, okay. And that's the reason he wants to be free, okay. That's the reason why he wants to be free, to be able to get out of this situation with his money, because he has emotions for a third party, okay. So he probably wants to be able to have his money so that he can celebrate, you know, with divine feminine, you know, to be able to, you know, go out with her, have good times with her, okay. And he wants to be able to get out of this situation and be able to spoil her as well, okay. So this is where his energy is at right now, okay. So let's take a look at where divine feminine is. So divine feminine, the first card out is the Six of Pentacles. So divine feminine definitely wants equality. She wants, you know, divine masculine to give her equal give and take, all right. She wants equal give and take from her divine masculine, okay. She also has the Hermit coming out, okay. So I sense that, you know, a lot of divine feminines right now are basically, you know, just doing, you know, doing their own thing, kind of in hermit mode, and doing some soul searching and really concentrating on their spiritual side, because a hermit is about, you know, getting in touch with your spiritual side, getting the wisdom from your higher calling, and, you know, healing, and, you know, just hearing the call from spirit, okay. and basically doing that alone, okay? Um, so I sense that there's a lot of divine feminines out there who are definitely understanding on this journey that you have to give up expectation, and you have to, you know, give expectation to the divine, okay? Which is why in hermit mode, you know, connecting with spirit, connecting, you know, to the higher calling, and, you know, healing and giving up expectation and giving up control issues. And so I feel like this divine feminine is on the right track with this, okay, with the hermit. She also has the Nine of Cups coming out. We've seen this before. Divine feminine will get her wish, okay? She will get her wish. And the reason she's going to get her wish is because she's doing the right thing. She is giving up control issues, and she's giving up expectation, and she's leaving it to the divine, to the universe, to source. She's giving up. She's not giving up on her divine masculine, but she's giving up, you know, the expectations, and trusting in spirit, in source, and the divine. And because of it, she will get her wish, okay? I mean, she knows that divine masculine is still juggling. This could also be her, you know, juggling with, it can also be divine feminine juggling with the fact that, you know, she may still want to, a part of her wants to surrender and give up expectation, but then maybe at the same time, you know, does want to be involved, you know. Sometimes divine feminines are scared to, you know, surrender because they feel like the connection will be lost. So that could be part of the juggling, but it's also could be an indication that, you know, divine feminine knows that divine masculine, you know, is still juggling his situation between the karmic and her, okay? So, but what I can tell you is that divine feminine is still on the right track with the hermit, and because of it, you know, the universe will bless her and give her her wish in the end, okay? So that's, you know, that's very good. That's very good. So let's pull some combining energies really quick and see what's going on with that. Combined energies for divine masculine and divine feminine. Okay, so combining energies, boy, this looks good. I like it. I like it. Let me move these up real quick. So combined energies. The first card that we have is contemplation, okay? So both divine masculine and divine feminine, you know, are really just, you know, thinking really hard about what it is that they want. And although, you know, divine feminine may go back and forth with, you know, with that Two of Pentacles, still, I feel like she's doing the right thing with the hermit. In the end, even if she does get a little, you know, a little antsy at times, or if she, you know, may want to you know, be in the middle of, divine masculine. How can I say, even though she may want to still have, the expectations, she definitely, thinks about it really hard and makes the right decision to, really move forward with what's correct, okay, with what is correct, with the hermit, with doing the right thing, and leaving it up to the divine, okay. So but I feel like they're both, in contemplation, that they're both thinking about what it is that they want, okay, and what's best for the connection, okay. So we do have fifth dimension also coming out, so both divine masculine and divine feminine are both, and I feel like that's the reason why, even at times, if divine feminine does still want to maybe, hold on a bit and, kind of backslide into those energies of, having a bit control, she's able to stabilize herself, okay, because fifth dimension is coming up, is telling me that in the end, she is choosing to operate the connection on a spiritual level, okay, clearly with the hermit, but also divine masculine is doing the same thing as well, okay. I mean, this is why he's wanting to be free, from the karmic, and wanting to, really move towards his divine feminine. Also with this fifth dimension though, because both of them are really operating on the fifth dimension level, the spiritual level, they're both, starting to awaken, they're starting to awaken to what is best for the connection, and it's doing a world of good for both of them. And that's why we have the Nine of Cups coming out, confirming that, wishes will come true, okay. Then we also have metamorphosis, okay. So things are changing, all right, things are changing. What's changing? Well, what's changing is that both divine masculine and divine feminine are operating on a spiritual level, and it's helping them to awaken, and that's what's metamorphosing this connection to a better outcome, so that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. For these divine masculines and divine feminines that I'm channeling today, this is a divine masculine and divine feminine who, again, they know what they want, they're operating on the spiritual level, they're awakening, and they're wanting to make changes, positive changes for the connection. And that is absolutely just beautiful. That's beautiful. So really, kudos to both this divine masculine and this divine feminine. I mean, the only negative thing is that, divine masculine is not, not being honest with the karmic, okay. He's not being honest with the karmic. And that's something that he does need to work on. But he knows what he wants, and he wants to be free. He wants to be free, but he also wants to be able to be free with, with his money, so that he can move towards divine feminine, to be able to, spoil her and give her, what she wants in the physical world, okay. But they both know what they want, and it's because they're operating on the fifth dimension that is, that's making the difference. And it's because of the contemplation. It's because of the sitting with themselves and thinking about what's best, okay. So it's making a big difference. All right, so let's see, let's pull some future energies. Let's pull some future energies for this connection. Future energies for this connection. Future energies for this connection, Spirit. Future energies for this divine masculine and this divine feminine in a three-party situation. Let me pull one more, Spirit, one more. So we do have the Seven of Swords coming out again, which we already seen for divine masculine, okay? But I like this Seven of Swords because it is about, it's still about deception, but it's also about strategy in this deck, okay? So, number one, as we already seen, you know, divine feminine wanting equality, right? I already said that. She's wanting equality, and I said that, you know, her wish will come true, right? With the Nine of Cups. So, future energies, equality. So she's going to get it. She will get her equality. The equality that she wants, she will get it, okay? So we do have the Seven of Swords coming out again, right? So it's deception, but it's so again, you know, he's not saying anything. You can see the woman, you know, with, you know, her finger to her mouth, you know, as to say, you know, things are still very hush hush. So what I'm getting with this is that divine masculine may still, you know, maybe in the near future, he's still going to be, you know, hush hush to the karmic about things, but it's because he's strategizing, okay? Because again, this is deception and strategy, okay? So he's strategizing, all right? Because then we have, you know, the King of Cups, emotional mastery. So he's going to master a strategy for the purposes of his emotions, okay? The King of Cups. He's going to strategize. Now, he may be keeping it hush-hush right now. He may, you know, still be in that deception, not speaking about it to the karmic, but he's strategizing until he gets to the point where he can master a plan, okay? Mastering a plan to his emotions, okay? For his divine feminine. And then we have the Hangman, a new perspective, okay? So, you know, there will be a new perspective. We've already seen that things are changing, okay? You know, metamorphosis and, you know, fifth dimension and awakening. That all is going to lead to a new perspective that's going to be positive change, okay, for this divine masculine and this divine feminine, okay? So future energies, like I said, with the Nine of Cups, the wishes will come true. She will get her equality, and, you know, divine masculine, you know, is strategizing a plan, you know, for his emotions. He's trying to master a strategy to get out of that karmic situation, to be single, and to be able to walk away, with his money so that he can start something, and give and be able to give, to his divine feminine. All right. And with all of that change, it's going to bring a new perspective for this couple. All right. So that's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let me pull a few of these oracles here and see what else. I'll pull one for divine masculine and one for divine feminine. So give me one for divine masculine spirit, one oracle for divine masculine. For divine masculine in regards to his divine feminine. Okay, so the card is no, you hang up. Okay, so this is basically saying that for those of you who are in communication, this is saying that you guys are conversating a lot these days, okay? And you have a lot to talk about, with each other. And when you talk, it's meaningful. You two are giddy, it's like, it's like that teenage vibe again, okay? So it says lengthy, exciting conversations, a lot to talk about, meaningful, giddy conversation, okay? So, this is saying that, divine masculine, is definitely, he's excited when he talks to you. And for those of you who are not in communication, this is just indicating that communication is coming, okay? And when this communication does come, it's going to be, you guys are going to have a lot to talk about, okay? There's going to be a lot that needs to be said, especially if you haven't talked in a long time. There's going to be a lot to be said, but it's going to be good conversation. It's going to be meaningful, and you're both going to feel giddy about this conversation, okay? So divine masculines will be reaching out if you are not in communication. And for those of you who are, like I said, it's meaningful to him. It means a lot to him. So like I said, it says no, you hang up. So it's kind of like, no, you hang up, no, you hang up, no, you hang up. So it's like you both don't want to hang up because you're excited to be talking to each other, okay? So let's pull one for divine feminine. Okay, so we have sunshine. It says good vibes, happy times, positive attitude, things are going well. The answer is yes. So, if you have a specific question about your divine masculine right now, the answer is yes. Are you going to get communication? The answer is yes. I'm seeing good vibes, with this change, with, you both resonating on a spiritual level, the fifth dimension and awakening. It's beautiful. It's like I said, it's like that teenage love again. Good vibes, excited, giddy, things are going well. Okay. So I see both of you, happy to be talking again, happy to, have a positive attitude about each other, okay? It's been a long time coming, and, so some of you are just really going to be living in that moment. when this does metamorphose into your favor. Okay, so let's pull one last oracle to close this out. I'm going to use a Halloween oracle, since Halloween is right around the corner. Just one last oracle to close this out, Spirit. These are a little hard to shuffle. My hands don't fit. Okay, so we have Mummy, and it says change, and we have already seen metamorphosis. Okay, let me go ahead and pull the book on this really quick. Alright, so it says, when you pull the Mummy card, know that change is inevitable and that no matter how hard you try, things will not be preserved exactly the same way. This card also indicates that this change will be for the better. The endings, the closed doors, the barriers. This is just a healthy pause and an indication that a change of tactic is needed. You are not cursed. You have just developed a pattern. You can take control and change it. Hold on. It says this card also indicates that that this change will be for the better. The endings, the closed doors, and the barriers. Okay, so it's saying that there's going to be change, and it will be change for the better. Where there was endings, where there was closed doors, and where there was barriers, it will now be better. Okay, which we've clearly seen. Okay, with the metamorphosis, with with the good vibes, with the giddiness. Okay, good things are happening. But it it is also saying that So for some of you, if there is a pause right now, okay, if there is a pause right now, then it's just an indication that change of tactic is needed. So this is how I'm taking that. For those of you who so a lot of you, okay, a lot of you are understanding that you have to give up expectation and you have to give up control issues. Okay, and so for those of you who are still struggling in that area and you're not quite ready to surrender your connection, and again, let me be clear, surrendering does not mean giving up on your connection. Surrendering means surrendering it to the divine and trusting in the divine, in source, that things will get better. So for those of you who are struggling, that's what this last message is about. It's saying that you have to have this healthy pause right now, and you have to change your tactics. You're not cursed. You have just developed a pattern, and you need to take control and change it. So that's basically saying that for those of you who have not yet mastered surrender and giving up control issues and expectations, now is a good time to change your tactics, because I promise you, when you surrender it to the divine, when you surrender it to the universe, positive change will happen. So for those divine feminines, and we've clearly seen it, that's why they're getting their wishes. That's why things are changing for the better, because they have learned how to process this journey in the correct way. And the correct way is to have faith and to have unconditional love and not expecting so much from your counterpart. You know, for those that are in karmic relationships, there's sometimes people are like, well, he needs to do this and he needs to do that. He needs to leave. You know, he needs to make a choice. Listen, when you put those expectations on your divine masculine, then your tactics are wrong. And that's not helping. But what I'm seeing, you know, clearly from the cards is that a lot of divine feminines are getting it. They're understanding. They're understanding that they cannot have those expectations on their divine masculine. And because of it, they're being rewarded for it, okay? So this change, for those who are doing the work and doing it the right way, are going to see positive change. Where there was endings, where there was blocks, where there was closed doors and barriers, that's now going to be over. But for the ones who are still struggling, you have to change your tactic. That's what this card is saying. So, you know, I hope that, you know, some of you can take this message and really, you know, understand that, you know, it is a hard journey, but it can be very rewarding if you do the process, you know, do the process according to the way that Spirit wants you to do it, not the way you want to do it. So that's, you know, that's something that you have to do. Just change your tactics, and positive outcomes will happen. I promise you that. I promise you that. Have faith, and things will happen. So congratulations to those of you who have realized that and are doing the process the way Spirit wants you to, because it probably took you a long time to get to that point. Congratulations to you. You did it, and because of it, you're going to have positive results. And for those of you who are still struggling, that's not to discourage you. You can always change your path. So, just listen to what Spirit has to say. Give it a try. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. So I love you all. Hope you all have a good night. If anybody's interested in a personal reading, all the information is always in the description box. If you have questions, I have answers. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.